Stop scrolling. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to remind you of something you already know, but have been trying very hard to forget. Let me guess. You started strong once. New year, new goals, new confidence, and then life happened. Distractions, procrastination, self-doubt. One bad exam turned into two. Two turned into a habit. And slowly, silently, you started believing a lie. Maybe I'm not that smart. But here's the truth. No one told you. You were never stupid. You were just using the wrong system. In Korea, students don't rely on motivation. They don't wait to feel like studying. They don't waste time on willpower. They use structure. They use systems that force progress, even on bad days. And that's why average students become toppers. Not because they're gifted, but because their environment does the thinking for them. Now listen carefully. Your brain doesn't need more inspiration. Your brain needs clear instructions. What to study, when to study, how long to study, and when to stop. The Korean study system removes choice, and when choice disappears, consistency appears automatically. Think about 2026 for a moment. Not the fantasy version, the real one. Imagine opening your results, and for the first time in years, you're not ashamed. Your parents don't say much, but their silence feels like pride. Your friends ask, "What did you do differently?" And you smile, because you know the secret. This is not a hustle method. This is not study 12 hours a day. This is a reset, a comeback system for students who are tired of starting over. If you follow this system, you won't feel motivated. You won't feel excited. You'll feel in control. And once a student feels control again, everything changes. So if 2025 was messy, good. That makes 2026 perfect for a comeback. Let me show you the system that turns discipline into autopilot. Now listen carefully, because this part matters more than motivation. Most students fail not because they don't study, but because they study randomly. One day 6 hours, next day nothing. Then guilt, then panic, then burnout. That cycle destroys confidence. The Korean study system was built to kill this cycle, and it starts with a rule that might make you uncomfortable. Rule 1. You are not allowed to study more. Only study correctly. In Korea, students don't ask, "How many hours should I study?" They ask, "What is today's single, non-negotiable task?" Your brain loves clarity. It hates overload. So the system breaks your entire syllabus into daily, bite-sized missions. Not goals, missions. A mission is so small that failing it feels embarrassing. Example, not finish biology, but understand 2 pages plus write 5 questions. When a task feels too easy, your brain stops resisting, and resistance is the real enemy. Rule 2. Fixed time greater than free time. Here's something nobody tells you. Freedom destroys discipline. Korean students don't study whenever they get time. They study at fixed time blocks, every day, no matter what. Same time, same place, same setup. Even if they feel tired, even if they feel bored. Why? Because habits don't care about feelings. You don't negotiate with brushing your teeth, you just do it. Study becomes the same. In this system, one main study block, one revision block, one light exposure block. That's it. No 10-hour nonsense, no fake productivity, just predictable pressure. And predictable pressure creates calm. Rule 3. Study ends before you're tired. This is where most students destroy themselves. They push until exhaustion, then they hate studying, then they avoid it. Korean students stop while energy is still left. This leaves the brain wanting more. And when the brain wants more, it comes back tomorrow willingly. You don't need passion. You need unfinished momentum. Rule 4. Active pain greater than passive comfort. Let me be honest. Reading notes feels productive. Watching lectures feels productive. But it's mostly comfort. The Korean study system is uncomfortable by design because learning happens when your brain struggles. So every study session includes writing from memory, teaching an imaginary student, solving questions before revision. Struggle is not failure. Struggle is proof your brain is rewiring. If studying feels slightly painful, you're doing it right. Rule 5. Daily review is non-negotiable. Korean students don't revise once a month, they revise every day. Not everything, just yesterday, last week, last month. This repetition creates long-term memory dominance. You stop forgetting. You stop relearning. Confidence grows quietly, and confidence changes how you sit in the exam hall. Rule 6. Track system, not emotion. This part is important. Never ask yourself, how motivated do I feel today? Ask, did I complete today's mission? Yes or no. That's it. No emotional drama, no self-hate, a simple tick mark. Over time, those ticks become your new identity. I am someone who shows up, and identity is stronger than motivation. Rule 7. Environment does the work. Korean students don't rely on willpower. They remove temptation. Phone away, desk clean, same study playlist, same notebook. Your brain starts associating the environment with focus. Eventually, just sitting there makes you serious. That's brain conditioning. You don't force focus. Focus finds you. Rule 8. Weekly reset day. Once a week, everything resets. No heavy studying, only review mistakes, adjust timetable, reflect quietly. This prevents burnout. Burnout doesn't come from studying too much. It comes from studying without control. This system gives control back. What this system really does. Let me tell you what changes after 21 to 30 days. You stop panicking. You stop comparing. You stop overthinking. You begin trusting the process. Your marks improve slowly at first, then suddenly. And the biggest change? You stop seeing yourself as behind. You become someone who is catching up daily. That belief is dangerous, because once a student believes they can recover, they do. For the student who feels lost, if you're watching this late at night, with books open and anxiety sitting on your chest, this system is for you. Not for toppers, not for gifted students, for students who want their self-respect back. You don't need to change your personality. You don't need insane discipline. You just need to obey the system. Let the system think for you. Remember this, 2026 is not waiting for motivation. It's waiting for consistency. And consistency doesn't come from effort, it comes from structure. Follow the Korean study system long enough, and studying will stop feeling like a fight. It will feel normal. And once success feels normal, failure disappears. Before you leave, I want you to hear this once. You are not late. You are not lazy. You were not broken. You were just never given a system that respected how the human brain actually works. Now you have one. And from this moment on, you have only two paths. The first is familiar. You feel inspired tonight, tomorrow you delay, next week you forget, and months disappear. That path feels comfortable, but it leads to the same ending. The second path is quieter. No excitement, no dramatic promises, just one small mission tomorrow at a fixed time in the same place. And then another mission the next day and the next. Nothing magical happens at first, but one day you realize something strange. You're no longer afraid of your syllabus. You're no longer scared of exams. You're no longer running from your books. You're walking toward them calmly. That's when you'll know the system has taken over. So don't promise yourself anything big tonight. Don't say, I'll change my life. Just decide this. Tomorrow, I show up. Even if it's imperfect, even if it's boring, even if I don't feel ready. Because the student who shows up daily always defeats the student who waits to feel motivated. 2026 is closer than you think. And the version of you who succeeds is not smarter. They're just more consistent. Start the system, trust the process, and let time do the rest. I'll see you on the other side.